Haven't been on YouTube for a while. A lot of this content I'm going to make soon won't interest you at all. But it's a thing that's become apparent to me after coming back and trying to live in Australia on a pension, is that there is a real lot of people in difficulties at the moment financially. A real lot of people, and they can't understand why they're working in a good job and meant to be getting a good wage to people, but they can't pay off the house, they can't pay off a car, and they can't see a future in it. And they're really battling. And the wife gets pregnant, or the job hours get cut back, all of a sudden they're really in the shitters ditch. They can't do anything about it. So anyway, what I'm going to make some videos about is my opinions about struggling, about living in a car. Now, most of the people that are living in cars aren't an old bastard like me. A lot of them are young people who just can't. They got two choices. They can't afford to pay rent. They got to go home and live with mum and dad if they can. If they can't do that, they may be couch surfing, as they call it. We used to call it in the old days, but you can't do that forever. And the other option is living in a car. And it's got a positive thing. Living in a car is a positive. Living in a car, you've got to look at living in a car as an opportunity. It's not a fail. It's a retreat and regroup. That's what I want to talk about, retreating and regrouping. Now, I've got to say this, whatever I tell you is probably illegal. It is probably against bylaws. It is against zoning. So you've got to check all that out. That's just a bit I've got to say in the front of it. So when you say, oh, but he told me to go and do this, I'm thinking it's an option to think about. It may be illegal. You've got to check it out. Anyway, that's got rid of that legal stuff. So living in a car becomes suddenly an option for people who are forced into living in a car. Look at this place here. I'll show you something. In behind me here, 500 metres there, with the view that I'm looking at now, on the edge of the water, there is free camping with showers and toilets for people who have got a camping van or living in a car. Remember the legal thing. It is for free camping people who have self-contained type vehicles. But there's an option, you see. You can't live there for a month, you can't, but you can pull in there and have beachside views, have a couple of beers at night, whatever you want to do, go and have some fish and chips at the shop here. It's a great place. And there's another camping spot just out the road, about a mile, if that is legal, free camping. You don't have any facilities, only a toilet, which is probably a drop toilet. You'll have to make your own showers and things like that, but it's very off-grid and rustic and hardly ever gets used, but it's there if you know where it is. Now, if I publicise where it is, they'll bring in laws to close it down. That's why I hesitate to give details of free camping places, because they'll bring in laws to close them as soon as somebody points it out to the shires, and shires are petitioned enormously by camping grounds, and the camping ground organisations petition the shires to make camping illegal other than in their camping ground at their prices, which I think is just a nonsense, but that's what it is. And they petition, as I say, up north a lot, where there's a lot of people go. It is almost illegal to camp on the side of the road, in the bush, in the parks, almost everywhere. And that's just because of lobbying by camping ground managers wanting to focus all the money into them. And if their fees are reasonable, people would go there. God, this is a beautiful spot here. Anyway, I'm going to make a series of videos. Have a look behind me here. A little boat, you can hear it somewhere out there. I can't see, I'm only on the phone. Little boat coming in. Beautiful calm day today. We've been catching snapper and gummies and whiting and salmon on the beaches. Catching all sorts of fish here at the moment. Dead calm, dead low tide too. A lot of sandbars. Sorry, getting back to Off the Grid. That there is my car, that silver one. That is an 8-seater. They are commonly converted to juicy vans, they call them. That's a funny name. But juicy vans in Australia, people will know that. They're converted into higher camping vans. You can take the seats out in the back and put big beds and a kitchen in the back. And that's just a normal passenger vehicle. an 8-seater passenger vehicle Toyota. So anyway, that's what I'm going to start making some videos about. Have a look at the view. That's Wilson's Promontory over there. Here come some boats. A couple of fishermen coming in. Okay, catch up to you. See ya.